you look at the pickets, they're oddly shaped, and they always bothered me. You know, why couldn't she get them right, I thought, and why can't she make them all symmetrical or the same width? And then, of course, you look at Easton, the town that Alexandra mentioned, where Anne grew up on the eastern shore, and you look at the roof lines and sort of eastern shore architecture of the ancient Third Haven's Friends Meeting House and the family home where she lived on South Street. And you start to realize it's the whole town is embodied in that very simple sculpture.
The reason she made the pickets uneven is that when she was a child and she would walk along and run her hand over the top of these fences that were all around Easton, Maryland. We've all seen them, these white picket fences. She would run her hand along the fence, and she said that's the way the fences felt, that some of the pickets felt higher. And also because she was a child, she used to have to look through fences. She was curious about and always was, like we all are, curious about what your neighbor is doing. So she would always look through the fences and see what was going on, and as a child she'd look into other houses. And so these intervals between the pickets are what she said life was like.
And these drawings that begin the show, I thought were really important to include. They are of Easton, they're working drawings, they're really important. This one of South Street, which is the street she grew up on, with the doctor, is it Dr. Travers? Let's see.
Dr. Stevens.
Dr. Stevens. Okay. Dr. Travers is on the right, and Mr. Lockhart's hardware store, and this kind of reduction of these things to these abstract shapes from the side, facades of buildings. And then these of Dutchman's Lane, where you're looking down, like a bird, looking down at the street, and the inhabitants and the smells, the lily of the valley. And German siding, she writes that. I looked up, what is German siding? It's this way of laying down wood with a scalloped end, her interest in wood and how it's used. So all this memory kind of flooding in at this moment.